definitely want to talk about this. Like, I mean, our past is definitely a huge fall in the house. Show us. They're hungry for it. Maybe they're curious about it.
When doing all the school stuff and just
time I started going to night school, my life was literally
there's something behind it.
I definitely want to talk about this. Like, I mean, our past is definitely a huge fall in the house. Show us. They're hungry for it. Maybe they're curious about it.
when doing all the school stuff and just
time I started going to night school, my life was literally
there's something behind it.
I definitely want to talk about this. Like, I mean, our past is definitely a huge fall in the house. Show us. They're hungry for it. Maybe they're curious about it.
when doing all the school stuff and just
time I started going to night school, my life was literally
there's something behind it.
I definitely want to talk about this. Like, I mean, our past is definitely a huge fall in the house. Show us. They're hungry for it. Maybe they're curious about it.
when doing all the school stuff and just
time I started going to night school, my life was literally
there's something behind it.
Hey, put that volume up.
Yeah, baby. Shama. And we are live. I'm Eric. I'm Andre.
And I'm Richie.
And this is the High End Power Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. Guys, please, Shama, like, subscribe, comment on our page, on our reels, on everything, guys, because at the end of the day, like we always mention, without your support, we are nothing, but with all your support, we are everything, so, guys, episode 27, how are my boys doing? Y'all good?
Very good, very nice.
Bro, it's hot as fudge in here.
Yo,
Bro,
past
today
2
is
days
hot.
have been crazy hot.
Damn,
Humid.
bro. Holy crap.
I was not expecting that, bro, because it's like, oh my god, summer's almost over, but I don't know if anyone noticed, but like our seasons have completely been like
All over the
out
place.
of like where it should be.
The usual for New England.
Do you think that is a little bit weird, or
Bro, of course it's weird. Our fucking world's changing, bro. That shit's insane.
our world is adapting to the humans in it?
I think our generation is the last generation that's gonna live like eco-friendly kind of like still things being good. I think the next few generations are gonna suffer so much with the ecosystem and with nature and with everything, bro. And like, we're fucked.
I believe in a brighter future.
You know what it is, guys.
We're not changing, bro.
Like I said, it is hot as hell. If you guys see us sweating, that means that we're working hard. You gotta do what we gotta do. How you doing, my friend? Doing good?
I'm good, very good. Just came back from a New York trip over the weekend. Long weekend. That was fun.
That looked good, bro. That looked good. Looked dope.
Yo, New York's fun, bro. It's
How was
always
it, bro?
good.
Tell us how did it start? How did everything
Yo,
go?
if whoever hasn't been to New York, it's think of Boston times like 50. It's, like so much more people. It's so much more shit going on. It's like a more nightlife stays up, So I like going to New York. It's like every time I go there, it's a different experience. But
Where'd you stay?
Have fun. I stayed in Times Square in this hotel called the Citadine. Fire. It was a dope little
Good
spot.
experience?
Yeah, it was. It was a dope little spot.
That's
It's funny. The one thing, dude, that you never get used to is like the smells. It smells so
The
bad,
gutter,
bro.
the his go-to smell.
Just everything, yeah. Like all the mixtures of the
Trash
city.
and
Like
everything,
the only spots
yeah.
that are nice is when you go in front of like the restaurants and shit. But then like sometimes you walk by this alley where you're just like, damn, bro. Who died?
Loud as hell. Man, episode 27, man. We just keep going and going. It's been an awesome journey,
not stopping.
you know. And I love saying this at every episode, bro, because each episode we do, it's like a milestone. It's like a step forward. You know, we're adapting, we're getting better, man. It's awesome. You know, the numbers are showing in, and the support of the people, man. They see what we're doing, and they're believing in it. You know, even our haters become our fans. Honestly, we've been seeing that a lot, and it's truly inspiring, bro. It's truly inspiring, and that's what we want to do. We want to change the image of people, the image of how they see us. You know, because obviously, you know, just starting out, people just think like, oh, it's another dream, it's another act,
Bro, I've been having like experiences where like I go to places, and you said that you went through this, and like I was like, yo, I haven't gone out as much, like I haven't really gone like to see these experiences. But I started going out and shit, and at the office too, at work, I've had people at the office, and I've had people that just joined the company at the office, and I also have people like randomly, like I'll be at a party, come up to me like, hey man, you're Richie, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, you guys do the hit podcast, you and the boys, right? I was like, yeah, man, I love you guys' episode. I've been watching you guys since day one. And like, I love what you guys are doing. Like, keep it up. Like, you guys, it's amazing what you guys are doing. And it's just like, bro, I tell people, like, please, like, if you see us and you feel that way, let us know, because it motivates us. And it feels awesome to know that, like, yo, we're being watched. Yeah. And people, we are changing people's lives. We are making a difference. And there's no price to that.
You know, it's kind of hard to like act normal when somebody comes and be like,
It is, bro.
I'll be like,
I get so hyped, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm like, what? It's awesome.
it is, man, and this is why we continue doing it, man. And before we start today's episode, I don't want to give a big shout out to Vision Agency. Without him, we wouldn't have everything that we have today,
JP's
man.
the man.
JP's the man. I'm telling you guys, I don't know why you guys, if you guys haven't hit him up yet, you know, he's on, his link is on the description below. This guy is so good. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, a vlog, a scenery, marriage, any kind of thing, bro. Pictures, photos, videos. This guy's nasty, bro.
JP actually called me today, bro, and he was talking to me, and he was like, Rich, man, I want to do something special. And I was like, bet, let's do something. So he has actually a special going on right now. For anyone that wants professional pictures or videos done, short span or long span of videos, he has a special going on right now that's 25% off. If you're trying to get a deal with him, this is the time. Any type of pictures you got going on, any type of videos you want, hit him up. Say that you guys, we're going to put his link on the bio, and I'm also going to have him tagged in a video right after the podcast. 25% off any type of video or photography work that you need done.
Hell yeah, man. And another big shout out to my boy Jay Briggs in the back, always handling everything that, helping out JP as well, but he's also our sound engineer and all. And he's always implementing his ideas. This guy is so smart, man. He's a fucking walking encyclopedia, you know, bro. That's why we love to keep him around. His vibe, his knowledge, sick. Big shout out to the live chat as well, man. I want everybody on the live chat, bro.
Is in the chat. I want to say it's saying we got 11.
A woman, Becky, bro,
Coming in. And from this chat, bro, we got Fernando Lord saying, "Let's go, who's bravo."
Bro, I really like this one because I'm not really familiar with who she is. You know, I don't really know who is Becky, so I'm really like interested on diving in, trying to see, you know, where she came from to where she's going today, and obviously continue growing, man. Because I feel like, especially in this episode, a lot of people is gonna look up to her and see like her different moves. Is gonna see like, find it inspiring, you know, trying to use it on their daily life. Not took, bro, the things that she was going through, and you know, it's I bet it's gonna be awesome.
Michael Walsh also in the chat saying hi to us. Honestly,
Who's Michael Walsh?
Mike Gaps.
Oh, Gaps. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shama.
We got your God also in the chat. Thais.
Shama,
we got Thais.
Shama,
Hi,
Shama.
wifey. Love you. Gustavo Casimiro. Yo, Jogado Caro. Let's go, Gus. What up, my guy? And we also got Guy Mendes. As always, he goes, yo, my bros are there.
Hell yeah.
Bro.
Mike,
yeah,
Mike
man.
Walsh goes, gang.
Gang.
Yes,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
Yes, we out here.
Yeah, man. So we love you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. Yeah, yo, JP. You know what to do? Hell yeah. Shama.
Let's go, Becky in the house.
Pá, cadê o tiroteio?
Cadê o
Cadê,
tiroteio?
mano? Hell yeah.
Ó, pá.
Becky's in
É
the
desse
crib,
jeito.
guys.
Não, bro, let's get
You
in the
already
vibe,
know.
bro.
You know how the vibe
Let's
is.
get in the vibe. The chat's here.
Hell yeah.
Everyone, listen.
Tudo bem,
Tudo bem?
tudo bem.
Bom.
Hey,
Muito
So
bom.
soft spoken.
we just love. I love to start just by thanking you for making the time of day to come over here and doing. It's very difficult, and we really appreciate you coming in. We've been seeing your progress through social media, of course, and like I said, you know, we just can't wait to dive in. But how has your week has been?
Good.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. It's been busy.
Been busy?
Yeah, a lot
Wow.
of tattoos.
Yo, your voice sounds really good in this.
Thank you.
That's
Start
crazy.
doing some ASMR.
Me like eating.
Just whisper.
Yo, Thais won't stop watching it if she does that. Probably gonna have to listen to Becky doing that shit before I go to sleep.
That's some scary shit, bro.
Bro, I do it. Literally.
Yo, for real, if you do that, watch. We could sell that, bro. Put it on Patreon.
I'm so down. I really like ASMR.
Hell yeah.
A Ana Brito falou, que linda ela.
Oi, amiga.
From
Portugal?
Portugal.
Wow, all the way from Portugal.
All the way from Portugal.
Shama.
Let's go. We're in Portugal!
We get that one little dot.
Just the 1%. Like,
Hell yeah, man.
Just the 1%.
But hey,
It counts. It counts.
Listen,
yeah.
Ana Brito, you know what I count with you right now? Share, like, subscribe, and let your friends know about us. We're good vibes. You're gonna love us.
So Becky, like I said, thank you so much for coming here. Just, you know, for the viewers who don't know who you are, tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do.
I am a 21-year-old tattoo artist. 21. Bem young. I
Novinha.
I tattoo in Framingham, like 10 minutes from here, downtown. I do fine line, micro, like small things,
Those are
illustrative.
like your like specialty.
Yeah, I'd say fine line. I started doing fine line. I really like the precision and how you have to just get it super perfect.
Yeah. And how and kind of how did you get into this? Like, where did this creative?
Artistic growing up. I always grew up drawing and painting, and my mom actually gave me my first sketchbook. I think I was like 4 or 5 at the time, and growing up that was just what I like to do for fun, like what I did on my free time. And then growing up, going through high school, I always wanted to do a creative career path, but I never really knew what it was. I started off by getting, my family actually is very into like business, have their own businesses. They do a lot of interior design. My dad is business owner. He does like roofing, siding, painting, all that stuff. My aunt is a interior designer, so I took that and I wanted to go in for architecture, but then I went to school and I really didn't like it at all.
That's funny because we had a tattoo artist here from Brazil.
The
the
I was
rooftop.
there.
Oh yeah, you were there. Yeah, so he was also saying that he was trying to go towards that path.
It's too precise. It's too much math. I'm so bad at math.
You can't be like, there's a barrier.
There's no. It's not very creative. I thought it was gonna be much more creative.
But like when you said that you were always creative, but in your head were you already like kind of like, oh, when I grow up I'm gonna be a tattoo artist, or I'm gonna be like an artist in general?
I wanted to be. I've always thought of myself as an artist, but it wasn't until like couple years ago that people started recognizing me as an artist, and I felt really
When
good.
did you recognize you were an artist?
I don't know. I think it's like with time you see like your progression, you see like
You're like, damn, I'm kind of good at this.
yeah. Yeah.
How'd
No,
you
yeah.
start? Was it like just like drawing off sketchbooks and that's it?
Sketchbooks, paint. I really like painting. I haven't done it in a while though.
Like
Yo, you need to.
painting.
Yeah,
Like, that's
acrylic.
fire. But the thing is like, you know, drawing on paper, you know, painting, you know, on paper, whatever you're painting on, it's different from tattooing. You're tattooing a skin. So how do you make that transition from painting on paper, drawing on paper, to tattooing on the skin?
A lot of practice.
Did you do like the, what's it called? The fake skin for a
yeah,
while?
for a very long time. First tattoo I ever did was on myself, and then I was.
Which one is it?
It's on. What was that?
Rewind.
That's our engineer.
It's on my leg. It's like a little flame. What's the question? What did you ask?
I think that was your question, no?
Nah, I didn't ask shit. But anyways, so the thing is like when was your first time actually like tattooing? So it was only
Tattooing on someone else?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Don't try this at home. I don't know where the camera is.
This one's
But hey, I bought a tattoo kit.
starter kit.
Yeah, starter kit, $40 on Amazon. Don't do this at home. Don't do it at home. Very unsanitary.
I saw a picture of this tat today.
Oh, you did? You saw it?
did.
Who showed you? Thais?
Taste.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I bought it and then I was like practicing for a little bit. I practiced for like 3 days and then my friend Emily came over and then Bia.
You're like, hey, I have an idea.
And then Bia, your social media, my bestie. Hey.
Shout
She
out to
came
Bia.
over. It was the first time I met her, and she was like, "You have a tattoo machine?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's really shitty, and I
Sounds
don't know
like
what I'm
Bia, too.
doing." And she was like, "Will you tattoo me?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it."
Nossa.
Like, fuck it.
Corajosa,
But then
viu?
Emily got a happy face.
But it was very small.
Yeah, very
These were very small things.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd consider it like my first tattoo. Like I practiced for months
But it-
before, 3 months.
But
on
that was the
fake
first
skin.
time you ever stuck a needle
Into
someone's
someone
skin.
else other than my
That's probably
skin.
nerve wracking for you.
Those are the best people though. Like
Dude,
your friends are the ones that are
amazing.
gonna have to sacrifice some of their skin. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
my first tattoo
Yeah.
was the one under this rose, and it said "Endless Love A&R," and it was like about my dad and my mom. And like, bro, I got that tattoo inside a kitchen when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah, but it's such a good memory.
It is. Those
It's
memories
so
are like the ones.
good. So
It's like,
good.
I can't believe I did that.
It's like with Mike in the chat. Literally,
Dude,
I remember
dude.
when he gave my first tat was in
Fired
the
that tattoo artist.
That's why it's covered up now.
I wish I had a Mike Garage tat. I tell him all the time.
Yo,
I wish I had one.
those
I
were
have
the-
it.
those
Wait,
were the
this,
good days.
The crown.
That the crown?
This is Mike.
Oh.
I was so fucked up this day.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
I don't
Mike,
tattoo people
everyone-
when they're fucked
I
up.
have
Bro.
one on my calf.
Bro,
Everyone-
Mike, bro.
Everyone, he was tattooing so many people. I was
He
like,
was.
you know what? I'm not gonna do this.
Emily
Nah,
Bean, bro.
I trusted Mike.
I love
I
you.
trusted Mike because he was artist from the jump. Like this dude draws like whole like
He's ballsy
caricatures,
too, bro.
bro. So I was like, if there's one person I'll trust, it's definitely Mike.
Mike
Yeah.
goes, hey! And then Mike also goes, so proud of you, Becky.
Hell
Aw,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. I mean, so let's rewind a little bit. So before all this, once you told your parents about you wanted to pursue this profession, what did they say? Were they supportive or?
They were like half supportive, half not supportive.
Cause you,
They're-
yeah.
Like they didn't want to shoot it. They didn't want to shoot it down because
yeah,
they're like, okay,
well,
but.
I think it was because I was tattooing myself a lot in my
Oh,
room.
So they kind of already, they're like, all right, maybe this is where she's
What's
going.
the background with your family?
What do you mean?
Brazilian, straight
Oh
Brazilian.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
No mixes. That's
No.
it. Just Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazilian families, they're tough.
You know,
with that.
yeah, they're just like, they want what's best for you,
Are your parents,
and
are
they
your parents
don't.
religious?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
Yeah.
not super religious,
Catholics
but they're
or
definitely
Christians?
Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Definitely.
that's even tougher.
Yeah, but my dad is a business owner,
Yeah.
so he kind of gets it. But at the same time, they're like, "Oh my gosh, my 18-year-old daughter is tattooing herself in her room. What is she doing?"
Yeah.
And at the time, I wasn't really like dropped out of college, but I like wasn't going. I was
Yeah.
half-assing it. Like I would not do my homework. I would show up 30 minutes late. Don't do this.
Bruh.
Here in school. I'd show up like 30 minutes late, leave an hour because
just wasn't for you.
It wasn't. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, similar. Oh, what happened here? All right. I mean, similar. Whoa,
Oh.
whoa, similar. All right, cool. What's happened to this mic, bro?
It's
Go.
It's going to trash after this episode. Anyways, but similar, bro. I mean, I left the school because it wasn't for me when we went into sales. Like I tried college. I did it for half of a semester. And I was like, this
Me
isn't
too.
for me. I was like, this
Yeah.
literally is not for me. And I don't regret it one bit. Like school sometimes is for people, but sometimes it's not. And it's just about what you do with the opportunities you have in front of
Yeah,
you.
as
That's
long
it.
as you try, man.
Yeah.
You tried it out.
You
It's not
did
for
something,
you.
Becky. You still found a
I did
passion.
something.
And clearly you did something.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think that you made the right decision?
100%. Yeah. There's
Because
nothing
now,
else.
because now you're doing something that you actually love.
No, yeah.
Was that your biggest sacrifice for that like situation?
I think my biggest sacrifice, going into like the industry and everything, at the time I didn't realize how much of my time it would take. And then I started talking to other artists that I like knew at the time, and they were like, you need to be practicing like all the time. If you're really serious about this. And like in my head I was like, yes, like I want this. Like I know I want this.
How old
so,
are you?
21.
No,
No,
he's saying
how
when.
old were
How old
you?
was
Yeah.
I? I think I was 19 at the time.
Wow, you're young.
Yeah.
Yo, and this was during like kind of like peak COVID too, right?
I graduated 2020, so I was like that senior class that didn't get a graduation.
Damn.
So when I went off to school, it was very like online and stuff, and I was actually living in New Hampshire, and half of my classes were online.
So it made it like extra lame.
It made it extra lame and extra not me wanting to do it.
Yeah, because I feel like the whole point of college is kind of
Is
like
to go there.
Yeah,
I don't want to
meet
be
people.
sitting on a computer. I would have paid to do school
For
online.
real.
This is like COVID shit too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Fuck COVID.
But hey, you probably got a good time to like do like you were saying you
Yeah.
got to draw a lot and things like you were
Yes.
hearing from the artists and
Yes, honestly, I wish I had more me time to draw. Like that's something that I want to work on more.
Ana
like
Brito goes.
currently.
Yeah.
Ana Brito goes. Not you. Literally giving me my first tat at a party.
Oh my god.
Tattoo party.
No, we went to her friend's house, and I was talking to some people there, and I was like, yeah, like I'm trying to like get into tattooing. Like I have a machine at home. Like it's really shitty. And they're like,
It's
bring
really
it next weekend, and I'll let you tap me. And I was like, okay, bet.
Sure.
Say less.
Let's go.
I tattooed. I don't even know this kid's name. Tattoo. I did my first script in a different language with Sharpie.
Freehand.
And I was sitting on a couch, and I think it was either Anna or Emily, and they held up iPhone light because there was horrible lighting.
Yo, that's so funny hearing you say that because
Yeah.
that was I remember with Mike in the
Horrible
garage one day.
lighting.
I feel like Eric was there. He was tattooing this girl and she was like stretched out on the couch and it was the back of her neck and she had to like stretch it out, right?
Why? Why are you not using both hands, Mike?
No, because this was like beginning when he had nothing.
No
It was
idea what the fuck was
yeah,
going
so
on.
it was literally like 2 days in and she's on the
2
couch,
days
like,
in.
stretched out like this, like stretched
And
her
he's
neck.
like, that's a really hard placement too.
Yo, and he was like doing it, and it's just funny because someone was also holding like
Yeah.
the flashlight. It was that shit.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Bro, the beginning's rough, but once you make it, you make it.
Yeah.
The come up.
Oh, the beginning was so great though. I missed those days. So nice. Even though they were tough.
So, what are some like personal life sacrifices that you had to do to further your professional life?
Some sacrifices I had to make in the very beginning. I'd say my time, all my free time went to practicing on fake skin, or I'd actually Paulo Boza. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but Paulo. He tattoos in Framingham too. He's a really great artist. I I went over his house a couple times. We did fake skin stuff, like a lot of like studying. So internship. It was for a year, and oh my gosh, I cleaned so much. I cleaned so much. So I definitely, and it wasn't paid. Like I was working for free, like scrubbing toilets for free. But I was doing it with a smile on my face. Like I know that this is gonna benefit me in the long run.
Holy shit! So you started at that tattoo shop as like a
apprentice,
like a cleaning person, or
so an apprentice is usually someone that doesn't have
You're like an
experience.
intern.
No,
yeah, exactly.
I know, but like even interns work. Like,
and do they get salary?
No. Some of them they do.
Unless they're
with
doing it
time.
too, like an agency.
Yeah, but the thing is like, when did you start actually tattooing for that shop?
So as soon as I started my apprenticeship, which isn't common, he allowed me to tattoo. I was already tattooing people. I had like, well, it was very small, but I had a clientele.
Wow.
Like I started tattooing when I felt really confident and like, okay, I can actually put stuff in people's bodies and not be like, shit, did I fuck up?
Yeah, like I noticed that you have like this massive support. I do. Honestly, like, and I think that's pretty cool because, you know, obviously Bia always talks about you too, but I love the love that I see on social media, especially about your tattoos. You know, like you said, you specialize in fine lining. Like, I think that's one of the most important aspects of tattooing is the line work. I feel like that, like, you can tell if a tattoo is good by the way through the lines. You know, that's very important. And I kind of think that's so cool how you started with that, because that's, for me, it's one of the harder parts to kind of master. Do you think so?
Yes, I think it's all hard.
Yeah,
for real.
It's all hard, but
I've got a bunch of tattoos, and it's still like every time I get one, it blows my mind. Like just watching like the artist, like with this needle, just like doing a whole like image. And you're like, bro, how is this? Like, how does this make sense?
That's exactly how I felt too. Like before I knew anything about tattoos, I'd be getting like my first couple tattoos were small, and I was young, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna be here like forever. Like I'm gonna die with this on my arm. Like it's crazy.
Do you regret any tattoos? Or is it kind of like,
I don't know if I would regret it. It is. It's such a huge story. Like someone asks you, why'd you get that? Like I know what I was wearing, what I was doing, how I was feeling, where I was, who my friends were, everything.
That's
so like
dope.
That's fire. There's a memory behind everything.
Everything, even if it's shit. Like I have shitty tattoos.
Let me ask you this, Becky. I mean, you said you went through that like moment in that time of apprenticeship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, what was like truly like your biggest takeaway through that period, like of apprentice, like doing that?
Patience. All my mentors, so everyone that was already like an artist there would be like, have patience. Like your time will come. Like it's fine. It's the beginning. And I'm horrible. I do not have any patience with anything. Especially, I want it there done like that time. But patience was definitely the biggest takeaway from my apprenticeship.
It's fire. I mean, patience has to be a big thing too, because at the end of the day, like, especially you're an entrepreneur. You run your own business within a business, and you're chasing your own clientele, like you said, and all that. So, I mean, patience has to be a huge key for an entrepreneur, because, delayed gratification has a huge play. And if you're not patient, you're not going to be okay with delayed gratification. And so far now, you see how much you have put into the like getting to where you are, and look at it. You know what I mean? It's paying off. Like, you're 21, bro. Look where you're at. Like, it's fine.
Thank you.
Hell yeah,
Imagine you like 5 years from now. Like, that's fine.
I know. I can't.
Shit about to be caking. You feel me?
Hell yeah, bro. Make sure you remember, like, you get to hit podcast for friends.
Of course.
Don't forget about it.
I would never.
You know how they say for you to get like really good at something, it takes like 10,000 hours or something? Would you say you've done 10,000 hours already?
10,000 hours is a lot.
It is, but like if you think about it, because she's saying you said 17, 18, right? Where you like kind of really started.
I was 19 when I started taking it
like
seriously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that.
I don't know.
I don't know how many hours is in.
Yeah, how many hours
year,
in like
10,000, because you hear this from like Olympic
Someone do
athletes.
the math.
Yeah, but I know is
Someone in the chat do the math.
Especially with tattooing.
Someone in the chat, be useful.
with tattooing, it's like since you do it every day, it's one of those things where like every day you're probably like, okay, I need to change this, or I need to adjust this.
Or like my big thing that irks me is like when
I got the answer.
I'm like, I love this tattoo. I did an amazing job. Like, I'm so proud of myself. And then I'll take a picture of it. And then I'll go home 2 hours later, that too. But I'll go home 2 hours later and I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh my God, why didn't I do this? But that's good. You should always be criticizing yourself. Yes.
Oh my God. I am a huge fan of self-critique.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like that as well. You can ask the boys, Jay Briggs or Richie. Like, you know, when I go to pitch a door, when I go to do business, you know, after I do the business, I'm always getting inside the car, be like, dude, I did this wrong. I'm gonna get like this better. And obviously the boys let me know too. But that's awesome. That's how you're gonna be the professional you're trying to be. You know, because a lot of people, like, there's a bunch of people that, you know, they don't see themselves where they can improve, and they just stay on like
the same
plateau. Yeah,
you know what I mean. We gotta shoot for the stars,
bro. So fun fact of the night: a year actually has 8,760 hours, so 8,760 hours.
A year?
Then I don't think I've reached the 10.
Yeah, so 10,000. One year has 8, so you'd have to be like 12,000 back to back work. So no, that's like a good like 20 years of experience.
No.
10,000.
It'd be 5. I was gonna say it's 5 years because think about it, divide it in half basically. Because like
it's not 100,000, it's 10,000.
Yeah, I was saying 10,000.
Okay, so like a year.
Give me another year, guys. And I got you. Maybe less.
But think about it, you're tattooing what, like 5-8 hours a day, maybe more sometimes.
Yeah, like I go in at 11. You can't book past 6, but sometimes I'll have to stay longer. You know. Yeah. So like 8.
What was your biggest tattoo that you've done?
My biggest tattoo that I've done. It was like this like female with like a dog, and my friend at the time, I needed content to post. I was like, I haven't posted anything and I don't want to post any of that. I drew this like girl, and I had been wanting to do faces for a little bit. Something I definitely want to do more of, like faces, get really good at faces.
Like girl faces or in general?
Yeah, girl faces. I love tattooing girls. But we did, I think I drew it the night before. It took me a couple hours to draw. Went in, kind of changed it. Mike critiqued the fuck out of me, I'm not gonna lie. And then we did we did like 5 hours, took like a 30-minute break, and then did 2 more, just tattooing. But I think we were there for like 10 hours maybe. The whole process, you know, like stenciling, setting up, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you say like the face of a woman, is that realism or?
No, it was more like illustrative black work. Yeah.
Have you ever did realism yet?
I haven't, but I'm actually taking a course right now at the shop that I work at. We have an artist from Inked New York, and he's like guesting there right now. And I signed up to take his realism class. It's gonna be like 2 days at the end of this month. I'm really excited.
Hell yeah.
Really excited.
Realism is my thing. That's my whole art.
It's so fire.
And that's what I love about tattoo too. It's like there's like a bunch of different styles. So, you know, I'm a big fan of Ink Masters. And then Ink Masters, just different challenges of different types of tattoos, different styles.
You gotta just do it.
And for you to be the best tattoo artist, you have to master all of them. You know, and it's sick. Would you go to Ink Master?
Not right now.
No, not right now, of course.
Definitely,
but when you get the recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that'd be so sick.
That'd be so sick. Are you kidding me?
Came on your podcast first.
Yeah, I did.
Yo, you said you focus a lot on like fine line, black work and stuff like that. What's like a type of style that you want to get better at, that you'd say something?
Realism. I want to do micro-realism so bad.
That's Mike right there.
Yeah.
Yo, actually, that's the perfect trend. I wanted to ask you. Would you say so? Because you brought up Mike a lot, and it's like it shows that you got a lot of love for him. Was he like a very big figure in like you being the tattoo artist you are right now?
Yeah. When I was his client, so when I went in for my first tattoo with him, I was like, oh yeah, like I draw too. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. And like he made me feel so seen.
He's so chill. He's the man.
Yeah, and he just made me feel like another artist. He always does. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're big fans of surround yourself with the right people so you can grow. Would you say that in your shop you're surrounded by people with true talent?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that you're learning and growing with them day by day?
Yes. I was at a different shop from where I am right now, and the reason why I left was because I felt like I was a little stuck, and I wanted to be surrounded by people that I knew and I know that are better than me, and that are gonna push me to just do better.
Yeah, you're progressing.
be
You
a better
want to
version.
see yourself moving
Yeah,
forward.
because I think that's important. You have to realize the environment that you're in, so that you can, progress, for you to improve.
Yeah.
And it's good that she didn't see herself improving. A lot of people don't take that note. A lot of people don't understand, when is the right time to leave. For me to leave, my father's business to jump into Sunrun was the hardest thing for me to do, because eventually I am going to come back, and I am going to come back to
that moolah.
to dominate.
Bread.
You know what I mean?
Back
To
with a
dominate.
vengeance.
But I had to realize that I needed change to see improvement. I had to realize that I did not know everything. I had to literally look myself in the mirror, and be like, Eric, you haven't learned shit yet. And that's when the self-critique comes in. You know what I mean? But I am so happy where I am today, and that's another transition. Like, what took you by surprise once you got into the service industry?
Oh my gosh. What took me by surprise was the amount of roles I was going to be that I had to play. I had to do, first, clean freak. You literally have to be a clean freak. Second, you need
Everything.
to be clean everything all the time. You need to be good at social media. You need to know what's going to be engaging for people, what to caption your posts, what to post, when to post.
Marketing, right?
Yes. So, and then
That's why you got Bia.
Shit, that's why we got beer.
that's why we all have beer.
Hell yeah. Big shout out to Bia. She's killing it on the social media game for us. Today was a weird day. She came in kicking everyone's ass. But I loved
Yeah.
it. I loved it, man. It gave us more structure. And we appreciate you.
Hell
Yes,
yeah, bro. We
sir.
always said we wanted a manager to come in and actually, put their foot down, and Bia's been doing that, so it's awesome.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Very good
Shout out.
addition to our team. And I bet she's good addition to your team as well.
Yes, she is.
So, would you say that your professional career is just starting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole apprenticeship was just it's like the career is like this big, and I'm like right there.
Yeah.
So the apprenticeship just ended for you.
It's been I think 4 months.
Oh damn! Yes.
Wow,
Four
yeah.
months.
So you're just starting.
That's
Yeah.
dope though.
The
You're
apprenticeship-
I'm a baby tattoo artist.
You're in the best moment, you're
But you're
saying.
killing it. That's
Missy,
awesome.
Yeah.
is-
I
Thank
mean,
you.
let me ask you this, Becky. Going into something that I saw that you did on social media, and going into what Eric said earlier, you have a really good support team behind you. You competed with, what was that?
Oh, Inked, a magazine.
Yeah, and you made it out pretty far.
Yeah.
What place did you come out in?
It was quarterfinals. There's so many people that compete in that. So
And
many
you
people.
made it to quarterfinals.
Yeah.
That's fire. And I saw you always posting guys
I
go
was
like
so
my picture and
consistent.
all.
Consistency is key.
You gotta be.
You have to
Yeah,
be.
so that's when I noticed she had a big movement following behind her,
Hell
because
yeah.
she got all the way, like she said, she got all the way to the quarterfinals. That is something. That's
I'm proud of you. Hell yeah.
hell yeah,
Thank
especially
you.
Just starting, yo.
Thank
yeah, it's just
you.
starting.
I appreciate it.
And it's good to see, because her apprenticeship was basically the foundation.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was, every home has a foundation, then the house starts to build itself. And that's basically it. Step by step, you're going to get better. Step by step, you're going to improve. And what's your main goal? What are you working towards?
I just want to be the best ever.
So
And the best version of myself. I don't even think there's a limit. I don't know. I just.
Yeah. I tell the boys all the time, the sky is not even a
Yeah.
limit.
Yeah. It's just.
I'll ask you this. I ask this to my boys all the time, and it's something that, we're a little bit older than you. Not too much, but just a little. We're 27. So we're all in our 27s and 28s. So my question to you is this. 15-year-old Becky looks at you today. Did she expect all this happen?
No.
what would she say?
Damn.
What is you doing?
It's so cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dope. That's a good feeling.
It
I
is
can
a
see
really
it because it
good
puts a
feeling.
smile on your face as soon
It
as I ask you that. That's
is.
fire.
It's nice to be proud of yourself,
Hell
Yeah, that's facts.
That's dope.
That's
Yeah,
true.
because I asked my boys
That's
that.
dope to
and-
hear that they say that, because it's hard. People have
It is.
nowadays everyone's always putting you down, or you're having these
Uh-huh.
things that it's always kind of you can't do this, you can't make it.
No,
but having
you
that
can.
self confidence, yeah, for real.
100%.
I love
That's
that.
why I asked that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yeah, there's Becky, the tattoo artist, but then there's Becky, that little girl who grew up with a dream and who had a plan for herself. But now you're in a completely different path, and I want to hear that. I want to make sure that, like, you know, you're happy with everything that's going on.
She would be so proud, for
Hell
sure.
yeah. And
100%.
I think that all the time, bro, because I think about it, I'm like, bro, like, what, us in middle school, did we think that we would
So
be in this,
crazy.
You never, like,
in this
So
room
crazy.
doing this right now? Like,
So
we grew up
crazy.
together since we were like
I'm hip.
8.
I'm hip.
So
That's
it's like,
amazing.
imagine us in elementary school thinking that we were doing this right now.
Yeah, I would never
Be
think
like,
about
you know,
what? I'm gonna be so cool when I get older.
I mean, when we were in elementary school, we didn't even have like they
Any
didn't
of
even
this,
have
yeah.
any of this,
Yeah.
bro. We
I'm
just
always
got
thinking about
those
those, like, Power
You know what I
Rangers and
remember,
shit.
bro? Just getting
Power
those.
Rangers. I used to play with those with my brothers.
Hella Power Rangers.
Blade Blades.
Yeah. Blade Blades. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Blade Blades.
Yeah.
Hell
Hell yeah. I had one of those.
I mean, Becky, we talked a lot about your, like,
Career.
present and future and all. I want to hear a little bit about your past, like a little bit, like as in like
past?
deeper, like as in like, bro, like how was your upbringing, like as a kid, school, middle school, and shit like that? Like, were you like the popular kid? Were you the more quiet kid?
I'd say I've always been pretty much more of an extrovert.
Okay.
But I definitely get shy sometimes.
Yeah.
Like this, like I would never, I don't know, I just would never see myself doing something like this. But family life, really good. Love my family
Big
in that
family
sense.
here in America.
My dad's side is here.
Yeah.
My mom's
Still in Brazil?
side still in Brazil.
Do you visit Brazil?
Yeah, I went last year.
How was
a year
it?
ago. So
Where you
How-
from,
so
Brazil?
good. São Paulo.
Oh. How long did you stay without going to Brazil?
Before I went last time, I think like 4 years maybe. Honestly, I don't know.
We gotta get Eric to Brazil. Eric hasn't been to Brazil in a while. Ele tá coçando. This guy's like,
Dude, it's so nice.
Dude, last time you went to Brazil, Eric, how old are you?
20,
Damn.
19.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
I remember he went to
Yeah,
Valadares, just playing soccer in the quadra lá.
From the last time I went was like before this last time was like it was like 6 years.
Yeah, bro. You know, I just got caught up, just with
Life.
the American life. You
Yo,
know.
but time just goes by like that too,
But-
bro. Before you know it, you're like, what the fuck, bro?
You're
4
back in
years went by.
America.
Yeah, but
Oh, I thought you meant like traveling.
Well, that too, though. Yeah, like, especially when you're traveling.
that's the thing, bro. Because before I was like 18, 19, 20, the years before,
So slow,
I was
nice.
I was going to Brazil every year, and I was going to the same place. So after that, I went to DR, PR,
Oh, yeah, I wanna go to
Aruba,
DR.
Other places.
Cancun. Bro, I went to a bunch of places instead of going to Brazil.
Uh-huh.
You know, so that's what caught me up.
He was still traveling.
Yeah.
He
Just
was
not
still
Brazil.
outside.
I was outside.
He was still outside.
I was outside.
But this guy misses Brazil. We
Hell
talk
yeah.
about it
My
all the
family,
time.
Brazil's
everything.
different.
We were
bro.
supposed to go before we opened up the podcast,
Yeah,
and then we
man.
sacrificed our trip to open up the
Damn.
podcast.
See,
Yeah.
commitment.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
but
Commitment.
hopefully December is the time to go.
We're gonna vlog that, too.
There is the combine trip that
Hell yeah.
I'm about to qualify for. So right from the combine trip, I'm gonna go straight to Brazil, and then
We going straight to Brazil.
you already know. Becky, talking about you again, not about us. Sorry about that. Talk to us about the competition in your industry. Is there a lot of competition, or is it all love?
Especially being a female.
Being a female gets tricky.
No,
Being a female tattoo artist.
That's a perfect point to bring,
That's
because
tricky.
it is the tattoo industry. It is a male dominant,
Very.
but there are still a lot of women that tattoo. Do you feel that domination, and is it pressure to you?
No, I don't get pressured. I don't think. No. By like all the males, are you
Yeah.
saying? No. Honestly, I like being the
Does
only
it
female.
interfere with your career path?
No, I
Do
don't
you think it
so.
has a play?
So
For
you've had
me
good experiences
personally,
with it?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I don't think
what
so.
about like with other women? Or
With other women,
Have you heard stories?
like, is there like local beefs, or like someone trying to be better than another?
probably.
Or you're not even worried about that?
I'm not worried about that.
Shama.
No, but there was actually the other shop that I was at. There was another female tattoo artist, and we got along. Everyone, all the places I've worked at, it's like a family. So everyone gets along with everyone. Of course, there's those days where someone will piss you off, and then you go home and you're like, oh, why did they say this? But then you come back in the next day, and it's
You're
like,
good.
it's
Do you guys critique each other's tattoos?
hell yeah, all the time, all day long.
Has anyone critiqued you to the point where it like hurt you?
I think yeah, like.
How did you deal
My
with
first initial feeling, I was like, damn, like I put a lot of work into this. But
It
then
wasn't like
after,
constructive.
yeah, but then after I'm like, They have more experience than me. I just started. There's so much room for improvement.
You stepped down.
Yeah, it's fine.
Have you ever had someone complain about that tattoo you've done?
Ooh.
Hell yeah. I think everyone goes through that, and just
How was that?
Yeah.
I want to hear about it.
it's very overwhelming. It's like
Like, how bad of a scenario on 0 to 10? How bad was it?
not bad.
So like a 5?
Like 0 being what?
Like they don't really care, and like 10 they're pissed.
I'd say like 5.
5. Okay. So how'd you deal with it?
Just brushed it off. Well, what can I do? It's
Yeah,
already
right,
there. There's nothing I can
Can't
do.
scrape it off.
There's like
Did you
nothing.
agree with the customer? Or did you like?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, like I could have done better. I'm going to do better, but I just started. Like I'm not perfect.
being honest,
I'm
yeah,
a
you gotta
human
be
being. I'm
honest.
not a machine.
Bet.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like, I feel like people that, no offense though, but people that know that you don't have as much experience as the people around you over there.
Mhm, yeah.
They kind of have to go with that mindset of,
They
look,
do.
Open-minded.
she's not perfect yet. Every tattoo
And no one
artist,
is
no one's
perfect.
perfect yet.
Exactly.
You know, it's just like no one's perfect, and for you to,
But she's in the start of her career, and at the end of the day,
But-
if people are choosing to tattoo with you, they have to know that.
yeah, bro.
And-
But like,
That's
dude,
it. Just being real.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd say that everyone that comes in and they book appointments with me, like my clients, I have a lot of consistent clients that they'll come back for
Hell
projects
yeah. No,
and
'cause
stuff. People trust me, like, and that means the world to me because you're literally trusting me to put something on your body that's gonna be there forever. So
fire.
yeah,
and you treat it like that, right?
yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome, bro. I love that.
What's your dream tattoo to like do? Like your dream piece that you kind of have like an image in your head where you're like, all right, once
Like,
I get to this point, like
A whole entire back piece.
But
Like
like,
a
what
whole back
have you
piece,
thought of something
like
already?
a girl, just crazy shit, like a bunch of stuff happening at once, like a female, and it's just
Like a whole like
a whole story, a whole story. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's fire.
I mean, Becky, a big thing too is that you're very young, and that's awesome that you have this mentality, because I would say when I was 21, I wasn't thinking as wise as you are. And I'll say this, I mean, you being so young and being around people who might have not thought the same way you did about taking things serious in your life. How did you know when to step away or when to continue a relationship, or how many times did you have to do that during this path?
It's a really good question. I actually was with someone. I had an ex, and we had a really great relationship, and it was a very healthy relationship. But I had to break up with him because I didn't have time to do the things that I wanted to do. And it's like a lot of my friends would ask me like, "Oh, let's go out, let's go do this," and I'm like, "No, like I gotta stay home. Like I gotta practice if I want to be
How hard was that
The
for you being
artist.
so young?
ass."
Right?
It still is sometimes. Like my friends will be like, "Let's go out, let's go do something." I'm like, "No, bro, I got a tattoo. Like I'm tattooing right now."
But you look back and you see the path that you've gone and everywhere where you've gotten, and how priceless is that?
Yeah.
Bro, it's like what we always talk about, those little sacrifices that we have to make to progress and to do better in life.
That's
you
all
know,
I go with that, yeah.
She had to let go of a loved one. You know, I don't know if you loved him or not, but
Definitely.
you know, she had to let go of a loved one so she can focus on what she's doing today. Because she stepped back and she noticed that she is getting distracted, and that was affecting her, you know, what she's doing in her industry. And that just shows me that you're a very strong woman.
Thank
you know,
you.
because emotionally that was probably really hard, mentally that was probably really hard, and you're probably going through so many thoughts and emotions, but you knew you were looking at the finish line. You know, you were looking forward, you were looking more into the future of, you know, I know if I sacrifice this, I'll get better. And you know,
It shows to me that your parents raised you right and you have your priorities straight.
she got her head.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Because oftentimes we have goals, we have things we want to do, and your friends might not always understand, but priorities have to be aligned, and sometimes it hurts, but it's worth it.
Dude,
It's so
I
worth
know,
it.
bro. I
So
know
worth it.
how hard that is. You know, I'm talking about, because I talk to my boys every time. Like I'm focused right now. I have a goal, a destination where I want to get to, and I also have some my friends that distract me from that. you know. And so like every weekend is kind of like a battle of staying in.
Do
or
I
going
stay
out.
in? Do I go out?
Yeah.
Do I?
So talking about staying in and going out, I know you have a party side to you. You were on our vlog. Muito bom! So I have a question. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about in the podcast. You have to have a balance within life. You know, of course, there's work. There's taking things to, which is everything we've talked about so far. But having fun is also a huge part of it. Being happy, enjoying your friends, enjoying your family at the right time, and taking your time to do that. Tell me about your party side. How's like? Do you enjoy going out? What do you
Yeah.
prefer? What do you like to do when you go out?
I like doing anything, everything.
Do you like the club vibes,
Yeah,
the restaurant
club vibes,
vibes? What is it really?
restaurant, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had so much fun that night. That was fun.
Favorite
That
food.
was a fun night.
Favorite food? Brazilian food.
Hey.
Brazilian food.
What do you do when you don't tattoo? Like when you're
What's
trying
your
to just
hobby?
kind of
Yeah.
like
Smoke.
get a load off.
Smoke and sleep. Or
chill.
gym.
Gym. Let's go.
Gym. You
Bro.
know, my mom, family,
Are you
very
like
family
Are you like a
oriented.
fanatic for anything? Like
Almost there.
you know how some people
Yeah,
are
like
like
chat,
married.
put $5 and he'll
like you
make it
said,
lay out
you
next
like going to
one.
the gym or like is there anything where
Honestly,
you're like
right now, gym.
yeah?
Gym is my thing right now.
$5.
It makes me feel so good. I do it in the morning. It's like
$10.
it's like the time that I take for myself. You know what I mean? It's like my me time. It's the gym. But honestly, I wish there was more hours in a day because I feel like there's so many things that I want to do, and I can't find the time. That's something that I struggle with.
What are you trying to do right now that you don't have time for?
I want to draw more. I want to paint. I want to just do more things. I don't know. I just feel like I tattoo a lot.
Becca, let's something random. I mean, we get criticized on this a lot. And lots of times people say that we took away kind of a perspective where women can have a perspective in our podcast. We've heard that a few times. And my question to you is this.
Wait, what?
Like that, like sometimes we take away the perspective of like women being able to relate to our podcast. I've heard that a few times.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. I was like, wait, what?
So my question to you is this. I mean, for awareness and just like for shit that like is really going on in like the world as being a female nowadays in this era, in this world, what's something that like women nowadays really like suffer with and like deal with, and that like shit that, I don't know, something in your mind that comes up that you're like, bro, like this has to be talked about?
Maybe being like seen or heard.
In what
Even
aspect?
in the industry, like there's a lot of males. There's a lot of males. So when you're like the only girl, it's kind of like it is a little intimidating sometimes. But
Keep pushing. What's your advice?
just step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Like I stepped out of my comfort zone today. I was really freaking out on the way here. I was like, oh my gosh, am I hallucinating right now? Is this real life? I'm like pinching myself.
She was texting me like, bitch, get me water. I was like, what?
I thought he was Bia. She hung up on me. And I'm like, dude, I'm freaking out. I need water. Like, I need a little pep talk before.
I was like, damn, we're friends?
How was your experience coming in,
Yeah, how'd
being
you
so
feel?
nervous, and now how do you feel? Like, tell us. Because a lot of people watch this, and a lot of people maybe want to invite them to come, but they're nervous. So, like, what's your
Well,
experience so
I will
far?
say the couch is very comfortable.
Ah, show up.
The couch is very comfortable. It's good. It's good vibes. I'm chilling now. I'm good.
Good
That's how
vibes.
it always is. Everyone always says like,
Yeah.
oh, when you come in, you're like a little anxious.
I mean,
and
I'm not gonna
nervous.
lie. I'm a little anxious. I have a lot of anxiety. Like I'd be suffering with anxiety. Not gonna lie. Like my whole life, especially when I first started tattooing, sometimes I need to like go to the bathroom and like look at myself in the mirror and just breathe because my hands would be shaking, and my hands can't be shaking if I'm tattooing.
Was that your thing to like
crazy.
get out of that like
Yeah, that
anxiety
was
attack?
tough for me. I've had a lot of like not gonna panic attacks. Like during a tattoo, I'm like start getting like super hot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like did I fuck up? Like can I fix this? And
Do you think it's just like being nervous, or do you think it's like overworking?
I think it's being nervous.
Okay.
I think it's being nervous and not having confidence, honestly, in yourself. It's important to have confidence in yourself. It's very important.
I've seen, last one, sorry, I have this because I've seen Andre ask this before, and we actually didn't bring this one up. Do you have like a ritual that you do before you go on like a tattoo or something that like makes you feel more comfortable?
I wouldn't say like I have like a routine almost like when I
Yeah,
walk
like a
in.
ritual. Yeah, like a routine
Like I'll
ritual.
say hi to everyone. It's very like basic. It's just like just going hi. I put my bag down. I set up. I like go use the bathroom. Like basic shit. But I don't have like a thing that I do.
Yeah,
you
But
know?
like, no, but like Reddit's maybe something like you find more relatable is like, do you have like maybe like a lucky machine or like a lucky pair of like socks or something where like you're like, all right,
Yeah, literally, like
I gotta
something.
wear.
No, I
this.
literally don't.
Any
I wish I
superstition
did.
at all that you have
I
behind
don't.
you?
I
No.
don't.
I have a lucky underwear.
Wait a minute there.
Honestly, same.
Yeah. Lucky
Yeah?
underwear?
Yeah, low key.
have a lucky underwear?
I actually do.
Ah, it's tayo hindi de mim, né?
It's not like it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a pair of underwear you look at and you're like, today's gonna be a good day. If I put this
Bro,
on.
exactly.
You know?
I
It's like
think-
your favorite pair. It's like a nice
Yeah.
color.
Nah, I know what you mean. And for
Fuck
me, it's
it.
like that time. Every time you wear it, like something good happens. You're like, bro, wait up. This isn't just happening because it's happening.
I'm buying 10 more pairs.
Yo, anyone down to take a shot with me?
No,
No,
No?
bro,
Anyone
stop
back to take a shot with
asking.
me?
Jesus.
I'll take one.
Take a
There
shot.
you
Let's
go.
go.
Guys, I promise I don't drink on
Yeah,
weekdays.
she
It's
does.
just because it's a special occasion.
Guys, she's 21.
Yo, and
I am 20.
You tattooing tomorrow, Bia? Or Bia, what the fuck, Becky?
Yeah. Hey.
many
Yeah,
Bs.
I am actually. I think I'm doing a sword blade
Ooh.
with like a butterfly, and then I don't know about my later appointment. I usually check what I'm doing at night before sleep.
You should tattoo the hip squad.
I'm so down.
I see. Yo, I don't.
Yo, you know what you need to do? Stop touching the mic.
I haven't, bro.
No, you always touch the mic.
No,
bro.
bro,
You
bro.
always.
Yeah,
well,
bro,
like-
stop touching the mic, bro.
Anyways, so I actually wanted to get tatted during this episode. I don't, but then we couldn't make that happen because it was
That
too
would
last
be
minute.
so cool.
But
Why didn't you ask me?
You should have.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Wait,
I honestly,
what?
that was my fault. I
Rich.
forgot
Wait,
to
that's
te-
like
I
that'd
forgot
be
to
like
text
really
you.
stressful for me, but I'm so down.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to get the hip logo tatted, like right here.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in pain.
That's fine. You know, we can handle it.
yeah,
smoke a
you
few
have to
blunts.
handle it. You
Smoke a
have
few
no
blunts.
choice.
So I asked this question during one of the vlogs that we did in Boston. Are you a 420 person that like expresses your love with 420, or are you the type of person that's low key about it? Which right now, no
Like
matter what, you're
smoking?
not low key anymore.
Yeah, I love how you said
Yeah.
420.
Like
Just say
smoking?
weed.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all love about it.
Yeah,
Sweet,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
I smoke.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
Honestly,
we all smoke at the shop.
Yeah,
yeah.
I hate potheads. I really do.
Why
Not
are you
really- I'm not-
hating?
I'm not
we were
really-
just talking about haters before we got on.
I'm not really a fan of these guys that smoke weed. Like, they have no future. Like,
If you smoke weed, you're a bum.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
smoke weed,
so
guys.
just bring
This
it up.
guy.
Come give it to us, and we'll set fire to it. So make sure we get rid of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But like,
Yeah.
what we like to ask, you know, once
I'm gonna take a shot.
like when we go, yeah,
Do
take
it.
the shot. You know,
Let's pay some bills.
yeah, let's pay some bills, guys.
I want to talk about, dude, Exotic Auto Spa. Exotic Auto Spa does the finest work when it comes to your vehicle and getting your car detailed. And it's a whole, like Andre said it, and Eric said it too. It's not just getting your car detailed; it's a whole experience, and it's awesome. From the moment that like you literally call him up and he sets up that appointment with you and takes in your car. Bro, this guy goes above and beyond. He has the best materials out there. And just the crew that's behind it, it's just amazing. The place is beautiful. You feel safe, and you see that your car is truly in an environment that is immaculate, and that's how your vehicle is going to come out of there, too. So it's fire. Exotic Auto Spa. Go on Instagram, Exotic Auto Spa. Hit them up, and they got you with the best. And not only that, if you're coming from us, hip, exotic, guess what? They're going to give you a 25% discount as well. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Shama.
And guys, you cannot forget about Ivan's Collision Center. Ivan has been showing us love from the jump. It's another family-owned company. Ivan is super, super cool. I myself left my car with him last month, and he took care of everything for me
He left
from
it there and
beginning
never
to
came back.
end. Yeah, because, you know, sometimes shit happens, but I didn't have to worry about one single thing. Ivan and his crew took care of me. So guys, check out ivans.collision.center. He will take care of everything. Not only is it a body shop, but he will paint your car, tints, detail. Just talk to Ivan. If you have an issue with your car, I guarantee you he will take care of it. ivans.collision.center. Check him out, guys.
Yes, and we also have, I promise you, this is the last one, guys. RNV personalization. I almost said customization.
Actually, it's R&V Sports Personalization.
Jesus, can this name get any longer, guys? These guys are so good, man. They have all the soccer jerseys, all the basketball jerseys. They have hats, glasses. They do advertisement on decals,
Printing,
magnets,
stickers,
printing on
magnets.
cars.
They
Yo,
do
these
it
guys-
all.
Bro, these guys are awesome. We go to their shop all the time. They have the finest machinery. They're so professional. We love them. We love the owner. We love their son. And honestly, you know, if I had money to spend like every day, I would go in there and
For
get
real,
a jersey
every
all the
single
time,
day.
bro. Because they only have nice quality stuff. Not that clothes that you wash and it gets a
Shrunken
size
and
smaller.
shit, yeah.
You know, this is quality stuff. And guys,
And we all
they-
buy there too. That's a great thing.
yeah, and they're right next door. Their URL or
Link.
their link is in the description. And like I said, guys, these guys are awesome.
And you haven't had a chance yet, like, subscribe, and share. Because again, guys, Eric said this, and it's the truth. We cannot get anywhere without the help of each and every one of you. Subscribe and like and share, and telling your family members, telling your friends, telling everybody about us. Because again, we're on this path and we're not going to stop. And before we, again, say goodbye to this chat and say goodbye to everybody here, Becky, we ask everybody into just like, I mean, if there's a message, if there's something you got going on, if there's like a project of something that you have for the plan of the future or something.
Yeah, because like you're 21 years old. You're growing. You know, we feel inspired by you, by seeing
Really?
you grow. You know, by
course,
seeing
yo.
your journey. Because every guest that we bring on the pod, we learn something more about what they do and who they are and where they come from, and we kind of apply it to our own life. You know, we see it as aprendizado, as a learning. You know, and like I said, we really appreciate you coming in, but people that, you know, the women especially that is in your position, not necessarily doesn't have to be your industry, but just the way you live life, the way you go throughout your journey. What is one advice for these women?
I would say put yourself out there. Do things that make you nervous, uncomfortable, scared. Don't give up. Consistency is key. Hold yourself accountable. If you set a goal, set short-term goals to meet that bigger goal.
Hell yeah.
That's fire.
Hell yeah.
Break down your big goals into smaller goals, and you'll see the bigger goals even
Yes.
quicker.
Yeah, because everything is a stepping stool, right? And you can't just go from 0 to 100 real quick.
No,
you're
you
gonna
can't.
have to hit every number to
Unfortunately,
actually
I
get there. Yeah. Damn, man, I really love this episode.
Hell yeah.
This was awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully,
me.
you know, once you become this famous tattoo artist coming, you know, that came to the Hip Podcast, and I'm so down to do a part 2 with you in the future.
Muito
And,
bom. I'm so down.
Yo, that's totally gonna be a sound
That
sound
is.
bite.
Muito
Yeah,
bom.
that's
Muito
bro.
bom.
Let's get, yeah,
We gotta
let's
put
definitely make
sound.
that a sound. Just don't copyright us.
And thank you, Becky. Honestly,
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for having
much.
me.
Like I said, it's not easy to come here and, you know, talk in front of the cameras. This was another uncomfortable situation that you made yourself comfortable in. And
Exactly.
thank you. It's been a blessing.
Thanks for
Thank
the love,
you.
Becky.
appreciate you believing in
Thank
our
you for
vision,
having me.
believing in everything we're doing too,
Of
supporting
course.
us.
Yo,
Yeah.
give a
Course.
shout out to your socials real quick so
Yeah.
everybody can check out your work.
Wait, what?
All your socials, like give a
Your
shout out to all your
Instagram and
socials,
everything?
Instagram.
To
everything.
yours?
No,
No,
yours.
yours.
What do you mean?
Like,
Like,
all your socials.
give all
like
your social media.
Your Instagram
Oh,
and all that.
Bees Inc. BEES.INKK. And that's where you'll find me.
Let's
Guys,
go.
check her out. She does sick work. Like that
Open it.
fine line.
Open agenda.
Dope.
She's getting booked, man. She's getting booked.
I am
Get hip.
booking for October, end of October.
Okay. So yeah, you
Yeah.
already know if you want to hit her up her Instagram. She's already booking out to October, planned out right, because I know she's got you guys. Let's make it happen. We got to get our
Gotcha.
tat. I want to make it happen.
Yes,
yeah.
on the pod.
Yeah, or in the
On
vlog.
the
I'm down.
pod.
During the pod. Let's say like during even a
During.
different pod, like we just have you come in and
Hell
tattoo us.
yes.
I'm down.
Or
We'll
like
plan that.
you be interviewing someone else, so
While
like,
getting
and
tattooed.
then
Tattoo on
like
the
you're getting
background.
tatted.
I'm down.
I don't think you'll be able to talk
I got you.
I mean, but don't use the
You
electrical
can't talk
machine.
too much though,
That's true. It can't be moving.
because of the placement that you want.
Oh, yeah.
You can change the
breathing.
place.
Only if you do it on your like your arm, your leg.
Do it on your
you
butt.
can move.
No, I
You can
can't do it.
talk, but don't move. Don't
You
move.
can
I'll
do
get
it
mad.
like We'll figure out a
Fine.
spot. We'll figure out a
Yeah.
spot. We'll figure out a spot.
Brainstorm.
I'm excited, guys. Another fucking episode.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, I love
This
that.
is the High End
I
Power
like that.
Podcast coming to you live on YouTube. This is the #1 podcast in New England. We're soon to be
Yes,
number
it
one
is.
podcast in the nation. That's where we're gonna go. And
Long-term goals.
love you guys.
Thank you,
Shama.
everybody. High power.
Ciao.
Rigga, rigga, no, Ray.